Hi folks, how's it going? So it's been a busy week and today's been a bit of a busy day. What are we now? We're kind of like around the 2 o'clock mark, and I'm just kind of going to run you through a couple of things. So this weekend coming is the last weekend of 2018 standard opening, as you might call it. So after this weekend finishes, and it'll become the beginning of November, then that's when we enter into winter close down. So if you want to ride the park for, well, prior to March of next year, then get yourself over this weekend. The guys from Chain Breakers, which is the Sick Bicycles setup, it's basically a mountain bike club. Very open to all, very relaxed, and there should be possibly a couple of factions of those guys arriving, and it really is a case of just turn up and join in if you'd like to. If you want to just turn up and ride the park as yourself, then again, that's all available too. So what I've just completed now, I've just put my notebook back in the car, is I've just done a field survey of where I'm going to be putting in the, I suppose, what have I been calling it, time attack track. I'm now started to kind of refer to it as the race line, but it's basically, it's going to be across this back fence from the very top all the way down to the very bottom. It's about 1,000 meters, the track, so it's a big one, but it's going to be a lot of fun. And now that I've done the field survey, I don't know why now it particularly seems more focused. I think it's because in the field survey I've done, I've broke it down into sectors, and I'm looking at obviously how I'm going to achieve the build and get it done prior to March of next year. And I think now that I've broken it down into the sectors, it seems a lot more achievable, and I feel like I've got more of a plan with what I'm going to do with it. Now, the reason that I feel good about it feeling achievable is because this race line is not the only thing that I'm completing. I'm also going to have this thing, Beggars Canyon, ready and open for spring of 2019 too. If you're familiar with the terrain and the ridge line as it goes over on Gasoline Alley down through the alleyway, you'll know that around this kind of point, and I'm stood on what's going to be Beggars Canyon now, it kind of takes quite a steep dip. The whole part of Beggars is where Gasoline goes kind of straight down the chute, down the alleyway. Beggars is going to cut its way across and wind its way down and spread round through this stuff, basically in a snaking fashion, with a lot of berms and a lot of features in between. Whilst I am the person building both Beggars Canyon and the racetrack, so they are going to have a certain element of my style amongst them, I should really talk about how they differ by design. My main interest in everything that I do here at the park, excuse me, is to progress your riding. So with Beggars Canyon, it is going to be a case of, I've offered up Electric Landlady. Some of you have hit that and been successful with it. It's on the menu for others, but yeah, some people have got their heads around it. So now Beggars Canyon will be offering that next thing, that next level of progression. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to ride than Electric Landlady. Perhaps the features aren't going to be raised up off the ground. In fact, the features aren't going to be raised up off the ground in that Electric Landlady style, but they're going to be slightly bigger, and you're probably coming at them slightly faster. So that's a side in itself, you know. Beggars is kind of, think of Electric Landlady, then next one on from there. With the racetrack, I'm not trying to progress your riding in that way, or taking it from that angle. What I'm trying to do with the I keep calling it the racetrack, I haven't come up with a name for it yet. So what I'm trying to do with this one that's running down the back here, this 1,000 meter track thing, is I'm just trying to progress your riding at speed and holding speed and maneuverability. So don't be expecting to find even don't be expecting to find even gap jumps in there. So if you're familiar with Gasoline Alley, where you've got, like, the biggest thing you've got is a 3-log step down, then yeah, you might see a 3-log step down or 2 in here. But you also might see some larger rolling doubles that, if you want, and you want to hit them first time, in fact, I'm going to design it so that you could hit them blind and just pump the back wheel through them. But at the same time, if you're feeling like you're getting on it and you are holding your speed and you want to give it that little hop, you will be able to double up and over them. So those are the sort of size features that I want to have in the main race line. Now, if any of you have heard previous videos, you'll know that I've got opportunities to branch off this main line and put some jumps and bigger features in there. That is something that I still intend to do, but it's going to be secondary. They're going to be like bolt-ons to that track that will be used sometimes. Well, to be honest, for normal park opening in the spring, they'll be used just if you want to use them. The main race line itself will probably be held just for events. Simon and I are growing ever closer to the launch of our MTB events company, and to be 100% honest with you, that's what's taken up most of my time this week. We are getting kind of to the point now, and we hope to be launching the social media aspects of it very, very shortly. In that respect, that's going to be where all the focus for the racing and the events and just everything that we're going to be doing is going to be heading over to. I will still talk about them from time to time on the GNAR pages and through the GNAR social media stuff, but when we do launch it, if you head over to there and click a like and follow and subscribe on the YouTube version of it as well, that's going to be where we're doing most of the info, and it's where we'll drill down really into what it's all about and what the hell we're going to do. I can't end this video without talking about tonight. It's the end of October, it's a Thursday night, so that means it's Rampage time. Next to the Fest series, you know, Rampage is something that I do get really excited about. Perhaps even more so than the UCI World Cup, the downhills. I don't know, I like them for different reasons. Obviously Rampage is super free ride focused, and you know, they're both kind of jaw-dropping and awe-inspiring for different reasons. You know, with some of the race lines you see people take and the way that they're able to, the bike control for those inside lines, and yeah, it is, you know, I do get nerded out about that, and I do really, really enjoy it. But on the kind of flip side of that sort of precision, although Jesus, you know what, can you do Rampage without employing a bit of precision? It's really tough, it's really tough. They're borderline, they're all about bike control, aren't they? There's a lot of creativity in both sides as well. So, do you know what? I enjoy them for different reasons, but the reasons are pretty closely related and linked. Yeah, so by the time I put this video out and make it go live, the rest of tonight is just going to be about getting some of the logos and the designs sorted and social media stuff sorted for, I nearly said the name of it then, for the events company, and then I'm just going to get myself ready and seated comfortably for Rampage beginning. Hopefully there's no kind of wind or rain delays. Well, there has been a little bit of rain this week. I was just checking in people's social media stuff, but hopefully there's none of that, because it doesn't start until 11:30, so it's going to be a late one tonight. I might even need to take a bit of a cheeky nap beforehand, I don't know. But look, I'm buzzed and I'm pumped about the fact that it's on tonight. I do look forward to it every single year. Anyway, I've got to crack on because today's a busy day and it ends in a cool way, so I'll catch you shortly, guys.